Amen.
Let's dig in.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I want this one more. Pam, could you pass the salt?
Sure, man.
Thank you.
Here you go.
The bigger the bill, the harder you ball. Well, I'm throwing mine, 'cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
Play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work.
work, 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 work.
Welcome to the squash.
We're back. Back and unplanned once again. Now we're here to talk about motivation today. What is motivation? Why
What
should we
gets
be
you
motivated? Yeah, what gets you motivated?
Who
That's-
motivates
That's the question. So Nate, what gets you motivated?
What gets me motivated is just a potent curiosity for life and just, seeing other people achieve things and just wanting to make a difference in the world, honestly. Like, that's a huge part, I feel like that should be a big part of anybody's motivation, not telling anybody what to be motivated about, but because everybody's different, but learning to make a difference, not to just make a living, I feel like
Thriving, not surviving.
yeah, thriving,
True.
that symbiotic relationship with your achievement and peers and what gives you purpose in life.
Yeah.
I think what gets me motivated is just a drive for making tomorrow better. Like, not just for me, but mainly for me, obviously. But for everyone else around.
I mean, doing good for you is doing good for others.
Exactly.
Like, the healthier
Exactly.
you are and the more you are, the
Mhm.
better it is for everyone around you. So,
Exactly.
Yeah. That's cool.
What about you, Jack?
I'd say people doing their thing. Like, pretty much any musician. I have my musicians I like more than others, but any musician or artist or someone who's just really into their thing and that's what they're totally focused about or focused on, that just gets me so hyped. Like, so many people are thinking about what other people are doing or thinking about what people are thinking about them instead of just doing their thing. Like, we have this fear of failure or whatever it is, like
Being
I'm
judged.
judged. So I just get so hyped when people are just being them and going after it.
I feel like I want to be like a beacon of motivation.
Yeah.
I want it to motivate other people.
Mhm.
Be
That's-
a beacon.
That's a reason that I love doing these podcasts, because I feel like what we're saying can really motivate the viewers.
Yeah, and us.
Are you guys
honestly.
getting motivated?
Yeah, you should.
Do you feel it now?
Do you feel like you're watching a beacon of light? Did it just get weird?
That's okay. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah, we're here to
Make
get
it weird,
weird,
blow it
get
down.
real, just
Mhm.
Squash it.
squash it,
Yeah.
bro.
Squashing it all.
Mhm.
So what are ways you can stay motivated and get motivated?
Well, for me, like I said, watching other people do their things, like listen to music or listen to people talk. Even us doing this is motivating for me because
Yeah.
we're by setting ourselves up to do this podcast, we're like making a time where we're in motion. Like every Thursday, we come here and we get in motion. We force ourselves to take this step, and it's really not that hard to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it feels really good.
Literally
and-
just click a button.
yeah.
Sit down and
Just
start
talk.
talking.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
It's pretty hard. So yeah, us doing our thing, that's motivating for me. Like, I'm gonna leave this, be so hyped for our game after this, and all that. So yeah, seeing people rock out and do their thing. How about you?
I think a main thing of staying motivated is setting realistic and achievable goals
Yeah,
while writing them down and putting them somewhere that you'll
Mhm.
see every day.
make it real. Yeah.
So like you can think to yourself, what did I do today to get that much closer to achieving this goal.
Mhm. Yeah.
And like you can have some short-term goals and maybe 1 or 2 long-term goals, but you're always like working to
Mhm.
achieve them and make yourself better.
Yeah, definitely. Making that clear for yourself, because it's really easy to have like fuzzy goals or like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
things you're interested in
Like-
doing, but not things you commit yourself to doing.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, I just did this, but like, yeah, people just
I wanna
like
do it.
think about them. They don't like write them down. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, like you say a lot, not going full circle. You know, like
Yeah.
you do something 50, 80%, and it's like,
Mhm.
you know, done.
Mhm.
That was
Like,
close enough.
yeah,
Mhm.
close enough.
But that's why it's a good thing to set goals, like you just said, that are realistic, and you don't have to take this big leap to start. Tony Robbins talks about the 2 millimeter rule. Take
Mhm.
a little step, then take another little one, and another little one, and be happy that you're taking those little steps rather than like trying to make this big jump and then failing, and then you're like, I blew it, and
Yeah.
then you don't want to do anything. But just keep taking those steps and know that they're going to build on each other. Even a couple weeks may go by and nothing changes, but you keep doing that, and before you know it, you'll be at the top of the mountain looking down and be like, damn, yo,
That's
this is
like
right."
that's like instead of setting a goal,
You know that song?
take one foot
in front of the other,
Da-da-da-da.
and soon you'll be walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door.
I like that. I didn't know that song.
Yeah, it's
That's
from an old
from-
Christmas special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh, I love that one with the penguin. Topper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Topper the penguin.
That was pretty good.
And the Winter Warlock. Wow.
All
I'm
right.
getting super nostalgic now.
What
Okay, but I'll answer the question now. What keeps you motivated? I think a lot of people get stuck in things. Yeah, there's a time and place for practicality. But a lot of people are just doing things that they don't like doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You have to make it fun.
Yeah, make it fun. Do things you like doing
Because
more
you'll
often.
do it more.
Mhm.
Like, why not?
Mhm.
Ask yourself that question.
not?
Why not
Why-
do things you like doing?
Why am I doing stuff I don't like?
Yeah.
Why would
Like,
you ever do
why
something
would
you don't
like
like?
to do? I mean, we live in a very free country. We live in a,
Mhm.
you know, we have so many options. Like, there's no reason to just be laying down and doing nothing. You know, you choose to do that kind of
Yeah.
around here, depending on your circumstances. But do things you like doing, or find something that you love, like your passion. You know,
Mm-hmm.
everybody has one, and it's just a matter of finding it. And that will motivate you to no end. It will fuel you. Like,
Mhm.
You'll never want to stop doing it.
yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, you won't even have to eat for a day.
Yeah,
Seriously,
I was
you
just gonna
won't.
say, doing it is like eating, but
Yeah.
it's feeding your spirit.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Which
it
is more
energizes you from within rather
Yeah.
than needing to like consume external things.
Yeah, I mean, because after like a stressful day at work, a lot of people like they'll go home, watch a show, like eat a huge meal or something. But then there's, you know, I don't know, a famous YouTuber who he's making a video all day long. It's like, well, I haven't eaten today, or you know, since
Yeah.
4 a.m. when I got up and started recording and filming, and like now I'm going to do this meeting, and I still haven't eaten. But you know, he has so much energy
Mm-hmm.
because he's doing what he loves to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all have a lot of energy within us that's not. We have so much potential energy that we're not making use of, and we keep thinking like we need energy from external sources. We need 5-hour energy,
Yeah.
or we need
Coffee.
we need a little boost. Yeah, but when you're doing that thing that is your thing and you're passionate about, you're fueling yourself,
Yeah,
and
your
it's
soul.
getting
Like, it's feeding your
yourself
soul.
right.
It's
Yeah,
feeding
yeah.
your.
so
you know.
tapping into that's really powerful.
Yeah.
Thing.
It's just the things that a lot of people are doing. It's zapping their energy, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
There's no return.
Mm-hmm.
It's just all give.
Mhm.
Just give all your energy to something like blah, 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 you know, all your mental energy, your physical energy, you know, and then you're just tired at the end of the day and
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
want to just chill.
We were talking about making things fun. It's not always fun to do your goals. Like running every day, if that's your goal, like it can be a tough thing to do. but you know it's an investment in yourself, and you know at the end of the day you're going to be happier that you did it rather than like not doing it.
You know how I make running fun? I have a running playlist,
Yes.
and it's like my favorite song. So like when I'm running, I'm like singing in my head or even like singing out loud, and it just makes the time go by faster. It just makes the run so much more fun.
Yeah.
Dude, I have like specific running songs too. Like, what are your running songs? I'm so curious because I want to run to them.
It's basically really fast. I would say they're mainly rap songs.
Yeah,
okay.
I was
Yeah.
saying
Just to get me like those really motivate me.
Oh
It's
man.
like really fast words, and I feel like my steps have to match them.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, that's key. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, well, I'm gonna say there's one song I was listening to in the car today. I haven't ran to it, but
Mhm.
it was a song by Rage Against the Machine, Guerrilla Radio.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so hype.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
oh my gosh, I would totally run to that one. Probably add it to my playlist. But there's another song by Radical Face called Always Gold. And when like the drums kick in, like it's like 180 beats per minute. I
Yeah.
think. It's like and like my feet fall with the bass drum.
Mhm.
So it's just like the
Yeah.
song is fueling me while running, like
Mhm.
so it's like perfect for running, which is awesome.
Running is a great way.
Yeah.
Too. I think being one of the first steps in being motivated is being active.
Mhm.
Because if
Yeah.
you feel good about your body and you're healthy, then you are more motivated about other things.
Definitely.
And it really isn't hard to be active, more
Yeah.
active. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
implement very like small things to like get more exercise.
Yeah, for sure. You're
Like-
talking about earlier, parking farther and stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
really simple.
Like
things.
taking the stairs instead of the
Yeah,
elevator.
yeah. Mhm.
Like even like this is something I do when I watch a lot of Netflix, but I kept trying to incorporate active exercises. So like after an episode, I'll maybe do like 50 push-ups, or maybe the next one I'll do like 50 sit-ups.
Mhm.
So then my body's being like worked, and I'm also watching my shows,
Mhm,
just having
mhm.
fun.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have like a stationary bike, you can just continuously just bike, and your mind's so focused on the TV that like you don't even feel it. Like,
Yeah, yeah. You just
it's
get
like
lost in
nothing.
it. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making those things habits too, because
Yeah.
things like running and other habits, when you're first starting, it actually takes mental energy to make the decision to go do it. It takes like decisions cost a certain amount of like glucose
Mhm.
to make. So when you're doing those things for the first time, like deciding to run, it takes a little bit of energy just to decide you're gonna get up and do
Yeah.
it. But once you get that rolling a little bit, it's not a thought. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go run now. It's not like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's just
should I run or
second
not?
nature.
Yeah, yeah. So then that energy can then be put into other things, which is awesome. Once
Yeah.
you've made it a habit, then you're working on yourself, like your next project, because running isn't like the end game. It's just to make yourself healthier so you can do other things better.
People who, there's so much people are like exhausted at the end of a workday. A lot of people who are, working in offices or sitting all day, in the
Mm-hmm.
like fluorescent lighting and arched overhead computer desks. It's a very conventional view of, a modern worker. But there's so much unused energy in our bodies, even though we're exhausted at the end of the day. It's like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
there's so much pent up stuff. And, people who release the extra energy that, as human beings that we have,
Mhm.
you like endorphins are gonna be released, like dopamine, oxytocin. You're gonna feel better. You
Mhm.
will feel better if you move and like breathe deeper and like
Yeah.
Mhm.
get your blood moving. Exercise your blood vessels. Exercise
Mhm.
your muscles and everything. It just opens you up. And
Mhm.
I feel like
Feel
in
more
that
fun.
situation, a good thing would be to every now and then maybe take a break and just walk around the building or something.
yeah,
Mhm.
walk around.
Get
the-
yourself flowing.
Yeah.
It's kind of all about flow. And last week we were talking about health, and the point of eating healthy and becoming healthy is so you can flow better. It's all about getting good circulation in your body. So like sitting down, your body is stagnant. You're not flowing like you need to. Like sitting on an airplane all day, all you're doing is sitting there. But
Yeah.
after a big like long journey, you're so exhausted. You're like, oh man, I just want to go to bed. It's because you weren't flowing. You're just stagnant the whole time. So getting that good flow, crucial. It's all about flow, yeah.
So we talked about what motivates you. Did we talk about who motivates us?
That was kind of incorporated with
Yeah.
mine. Like, really,
Like watching-
anyone
yeah.
anyone doing their thing just gets
Yeah.
me so hyped.
Yeah, that's
Like,
it's cool.
uh,
to see people doing their thing.
Yeah.
Like they don't care about what other people think. They're just like, you can tell
They're
they're
just-
when
yeah.
someone's genuine.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. That's
Just doing their thing.
Like
Exactly.
that, like if I see someone just shredding guitar or just doing something that I wish I could do, that motivates me to like do that thing.
You know, when you're trying to find something you love doing in life or something you like doing, it's weird because it's almost as if other people make life meaningful. Without other people, life wouldn't be
Yeah.
meaningful. It's
Mhm.
like that always has bothered me.
I
Like,
mean, we're super connected.
Yeah.
Beyond.
I mean, we're social
what we
beings.
know, yeah.
Like we need each other to be
It
healthy.
takes a tribe to raise a human.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you need other people.
But yeah, just like expanding off what you said, when you see somebody doing something or when you see somebody just doing their thing, shredding, it's like it makes you want to be a better person, which
Mhm.
is such a mind blowing, cool thought to me.
Mhm.
Because you know, let's say you're with a girl that you really really like, and you know, people say you act better when she's around.
Mhm.
That person is
Your motivation.
Yeah, that person is your motivation. You want to be
Mhm.
better because of them.
Mhm.
Kind of what you just said. We need other people for us to be motivated in a sense of accountability.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
like if we set a goal, we should tell someone we have set this goal
Mhm.
and maybe a week later have them text you and say, how is that goal going?
Mhm. Yeah.
Or find a group with the same kind of goal
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it's like a community of people trying
Yes,
to get to the same
make it a
place.
community effort.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
get together with people who have similar interests, or if you want to try running, like go on meetup.com and look for local running groups. I mean,
Yeah, that's a thing.
yeah,
Mhm.
meetup,
Yeah.
dude. That's where I found the yoga class.
Oh, nice.
Free yoga class every week.
Wow.
What?
So,
Yeah, free.
What?
Like every week.
Yeah.
Like on 7 p.m. on
So you can
Mondays.
search like any category of thing. Like
Yeah, and it gives you the distance, like in your area. What?
like near me.
Yeah, near me.
Nice,
Like
nice.
it's at the Methodist church right in front of your house.
Shit.
Yeah, 7 p.m. every
Yeah,
Monday.
definitely wanna do
It's
that.
free, but because the dude there, his name is well, I'll just keep him nameless for now, but he's really cool. Yeah, he wants to do, like, he likes yoga and like the practice, but he's not a huge fan of yoga studios. No offense to any major yoga studios, but he wants to go beyond like that aspect of it, just the commercial yoga. He wants to go super deep and make it really meaningful to
Mhm.
people. Like
Yeah.
that's his goal, or
Well,
that's
Dang.
what he
Yoga has
wants to do.
definitely shifted from what it was and how it started. Like in India, way back, there was a lot of different aspects. There's like the 8 limbs to yoga. I'm not sure what they all are, but now it's like they call it like the LA Fitness version of yoga, or it's more like activity based and like Zumba and all
Yeah.
that stuff, which isn't bad, but yoga has a lot of different things incorporated with it, and it feels really good to involve all them, like the really focusing on the breath and like the meditative part of it, and make it like a really full body experience. And yeah.
You know what we could do right now? I could show you guys a quick breathing technique that we
Let's
we
breathe.
practice.
Let's breathe.
It's really easy, but it's fun. It's like pranayama. Forgive me if I did it wrong. But okay, everybody put up your left hand.
Nice.
We're gonna picture I told you this the other day, but we're gonna picture that there's a candle in our hands, and you're trying to blow a flame out.
Okay.
And put your right hand on your stomach, and sit up. And what we're gonna do is like,
How tall is the candle?
it's nose height.
What smell is it? What's it smell like?
It's
Whatever you want
it's
to
a
do.
soy pumpkin because it's just Halloween. So so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go deep. I'm trying to teach the people here. I'm trying to teach people. So what we're gonna do is like we're gonna go into our like deep like diaphragm area, you know, and we're gonna try to blow out this candle, but it never goes out. So you're trying, you know.
What if it does go out?
If it does go out, then you're enlightened or something. But
No, your flame never dies.
yeah. So I'll demonstrate. We can do like 10 breaths, but you do a deep like out breath with your nose. So it's like this. And the point is, you don't breathe back in because when you do that hard breath out, your body just naturally, you know, breathes in itself. But now I guess we can do a
So
round
you
of
take like, you're not intentionally doing it, but you're getting like little puffs of air in between.
yeah, just like, but
Yeah.
you know, and you're trying to blow the candle out, so you're gradually getting harder and harder. But you know, you do it kind of rhythmically. So we can do a round of 30 at our own pace.
Okay.
All right, ready? I lost count.
I lost count too. I was waiting for you to stop.
So it's
Yeah, it's cool.
It's very normal to feel tingly because
Yeah.
that's oxygen, and it's normal to feel lightheaded. But that is what I learned from the yoga session is that's really good for detoxification of your blood. It's good for oxygenating your body. That's why it's detoxifying.
Mhm.
Like alkalinizes your blood
Mm-hmm.
because you're breathing in so much oxygen and breathing out all the carbon dioxide. So it's like,
Can you get it to go out?
yeah, no, the
Try.
candle's still burning in our hands. But yeah, if you do that, you can practice it. I would look up videos if you want to try that, just so you know. It's very safe, but it's normal to feel lightheaded.
Mhm.
So
Even
start
just-
slow.
Yeah, simple deep breathing with, like breathing with your stomach and just doing slow deep breaths in through the nose and
Yeah,
out through the
yeah,
nose. That's
just-
so good. I think we breathe generally. A lot of people breathe up here with their chest, and when you breathe with your chest, it like releases adrenaline. When you get scared or startled, you're like, and it gets your body ready to move and act. But when you in that kind of when there's nothing actually that could cause you harm, it just goes into your brain, and then you just get like anxious and stuff. So doing long, slow breaths with your belly, get staying relaxed.
Are there any other ways to stay motivated that we haven't mentioned? Or help you stay motivated?
I guess maybe like having a morning routine
Mhm.
is a good way.
But yeah,
What?
setting one thing even in the morning, like some one thing that you do first thing in the morning. So many people, I see my family do it. Shout out fam, no offense, but like wake up and you go get coffee first thing. I think that's a really bad habit to get into, and it kind of teaches your body to not wake up on its own because you're getting the caffeine and what is it, like your adrenal gland?
Yeah, it's like
releases,
adrenal fatigue.
norepinephrine that. Is that
Well, it's,
what, like,
it's
alerts you?
cortisol. I mean, norepinephrine is like what keeps you alert, but it's
Yeah.
what wakes you up is like, I think it's a mixture of adrenaline, but I know cortisol is definitely involved because that's the
Mhm.
stress hormone.
Mhm.
Because we need that to wake up in the mornings.
Yeah,
But you know, for a regular, everyday person, a normal, healthy person, you know, it's the cortisol raises in the morning and it's higher just to like get your immune system going, your
Mhm.
blood moving, and
Mhm.
but then it goes back and stabilizes.
Mhm.
But what happens with people who, you know, just drink coffee in the mornings, you know, a lot of people replace their breakfast with coffee.
Mhm.
And that's a fairly good sign of adrenal fatigue, depending on the person, not everybody. But, you know, people who can't wake up in the mornings
Without coffee.
without coffee,
Mm-hmm.
that's a pretty good sign that your adrenals are just like exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you're not releasing
It trains
cortisol.
your body to not do
Use
its own thing because it's like, oh, word, I don't need to release this cortisol because I'm gonna get this caffeine. So
Mhm.
it teaches your body to not work how it's supposed to. So having one thing you do in the morning, like waking up and doing deep breathing in the morning, or stretching, or doing jumping jacks, doing something or just drink a glass of water. Lemon water is really good for some.
Oh, I love warm water.
Yeah.
So do something like that. That's something you can commit yourself to, and that you know will make you feel good if you do. Even just waking up earlier, even though sleeping in is so nice, but waking up earlier to do those things, or even just wake up and let yourself do whatever you want to do. Give yourself some extra time to just be before you have to jump into the day.
Yeah.
You can kind of set the whole tone of the day
Yeah.
by doing that.
And we've talked about meditation before. Just
Mhm.
even 5 minutes of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
I usually do 15 minutes every morning, but, you know, it's weird to feel like you don't have time.
Yeah.
It's actually Headspace. Headspace is awesome. I
Yeah.
highly recommend Headspace.
To simplify things a little.
Yeah, it's so simple. Like right now, I'm doing a meditation on change, and yeah, I just thought of something else. This one is a little more extreme, but it works. It's taking a really cold shower in the morning is super motivating,
Definitely.
or like motivating yourself to take an ice cold shower.
I love cold showers.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of suck, but like when you're in it, you know, it's like, wow, this is ice cold, and it's not like lukewarm. It's like you turn it as close to turning off as you can. Like it's really cold, but after you get out, you know, your body's more oxygenated.
It's like
you're just
vibrating. When I do that, I'm
just
just
like,
like,
oh,
oh yeah.
crap. Yeah, and you know, yeah.
Reminds me of a quote. Today, do what others won't do, so tomorrow you can do what others can't do. It's like doing things like that are just not the standard, like taking a cold shower or doing those like extra 20 push-ups, whatever it is. Like, just push yourself a little bit, and you're gonna be really happy in the investment in yourself.
Like, I feel like you should always think to yourself, what am I doing today to make tomorrow better?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
True.
What are we doing today to make tomorrow? This podcast.
Yeah, right now.
We're squashing here. What's something that motivates you guys? You know, I don't know.
Comment.
Whoever's watching, comment.
Mm-hmm.
What motivates you to make tomorrow better, or to make today better, or what's your passion? You know, what do you love doing?
Yeah, I think it can even get into the question of like, what are we doing here? Because, and like on this planet, in our lives, because you're motivated by a belief. The like being motivated is kind of a verb, and then there's the motive, which is the belief. So there's the belief behind the action. So the belief of like what we're doing here.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can. I love doing this sometimes. You know, like getting super, like, just breaking down exactly what we're doing right now, because honestly, everything is relative. Normality is even relative. So it's like breaking it down to like, okay, we're these humanoids sitting on a floating rock, flying through this void with
Wait.
stars.
What?
Yeah, like sitting in front of this amazing device that like transmits light and records life,
Soaking up our vibe and
So- and-
transmitting it to you.
and then we're gonna like upload it to this web thing that
Yeah.
somebody created that transfers it around the world that anybody can watch whenever.
Pretty lit.
Like, what? That's not normal at all.
Mhm.
It's just normal because we've seen it so much.
Mhm.
But yeah, That's motivating to
Yeah,
me
and that
too.
goes into what you were saying with sitting down. Is noticing the simple things that are, or bringing those simple things to your awareness. Like you just said, you just explained what's happening with our situation, what's going on, but that's so overlooked. We're so used to how things are, we forgot how insane it is. It's so crazy
I
to
mean,
be alive.
we're all made of like trillions of atoms and
that are
like,
mostly empty space.
mostly empty space, but then at like a higher level we're like blood vessels and genes that represent, that like express themselves in certain ways. Like we're these infinitely complex beings, just like
Yeah.
Mhm.
doing this, we can do this.
Like this is our brain
Like-
telling our fingers to move.
Yeah, like instantaneously back and forth signals, and like we were talking about cortisol earlier, like that's crazy too. You know, all these different chemicals in our
Mhm.
bodies like
Mhm.
that give us signals, make us happy, make us sad, make us feel. Like it's crazy,
Maybe
dude.
it's like a free will, but we'll get into that another
Oh
time.
my gosh, free will.
So should we sum it up?
Do what you love.
Setting goals.
Expose yourself to people who are killing it.
Take ice cold showers in the morning.
Find someone to hold you accountable.
Mm-hmm. Drink water first thing in the morning.
Maybe add lemon to that water.
True.
Reward yourself with lemon water for meeting your goals.
Mm-hmm. If you've done a bunch of stuff and you're really tired and you feel like you can't do your goal that day, that's okay. It's okay to not do it. But skip that day and get back on as soon as possible. It's about staying on the path of what's good. Keep yourself going. Don't wear yourself out and call yourself a failure. Be okay with that. It's okay to, you know, not be perfect. No one's perfect. So
You just gotta work it.
yeah.
It's gotta
No one's
work
perfect.
it.
Just work it.
Just gotta work it. Incorporate exercise whenever you can into your daily routine.
Flow.
Oh, you took mine.
Whoops.
Write down your goals
Hmm.
and put them somewhere that you will see them every day.
Mm-hmm. True. Mine kind of goes with that and with the accountability thing, but I was gonna say share with other people.
Gotta
Like
get
right
that
now, yeah.
itty bitty itty.
Yeah. It's the little things, y'all. It's the little things. Like sharing. What we're doing right now is sharing. Like we're inspiring ourselves right now by sharing what we want to do and bringing our goals to light. So this is inspiring for us. So share your goals. Don't be afraid. Like we're all trying to grow. Let's grow together, y'all.
Boom.
Let's grow together.
Let's grow
Mhm.
together.
Grow together.
Together. Hey, should we, I really like that jingle we sang. Should we sing that one more time?
What jingle?
The
The Christmas
put
song?
one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door. Ah, ba-da-ba-da.